What on earth is this? I almost don't want to touch it. If you're anything like me, you're still hoping for the day that you're walking down the beach and you stumble upon something sticking out of the sand and you pull it up and it's an entire treasure chest filled with awesome gold and coins and all that. Realistically, it's never going to happen, but you still kind of dream about it. And so from time to time, I like to take my, say, trusty treasure finder out and go search upon many of the bays, the inlets, or beaches in the hopes of finding said treasure. And so today I figured I'm gonna bring you guys along. It should be fun. I got the treasure finder with me. We're gonna search certain waters, which I'm not gonna tell you about because I don't want you to know where my secrets are, but I'm at a spot where I have found things from the 1800s. And so I'm bringing you guys along today. Now this will be over the course of 2 hours. I'm not gonna keep you for 2 hours, but this video might be a little bit long. So before we get started, make sure you do subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Sorry, the greenheads are really biting right now. So if I'm like smacking myself, that's why. That being said, I want to send a special thank you out to my patrons and patreon.com. Because of them, I can make fun videos like this on a random Wednesday. If you want to support the channel and have your name at the end of the videos, all you have to do is click the links in the description below. Anyway, let's get started. Great news, we now have our new 2025 Christmas ornaments in stock. Here is a seagull driving the tram car, and yes, seagulls, they can drive. And our other one is Santa as a lifeguard. I love this one. Look at those shorts there with snowflakes. Which one do you guys like? I'll put the link down in the description of the video if you want to buy one of these today, or one of our other 5 Christmas ornaments themed to the Wildwoods. Hopefully we'll see you guys on the beach. I just wanted to share this with you because I got a school of fish running through here. Look at this. There's a lot of them too, just kind of rolling in and out. You can see them in the water. They're just like hanging out here. Looks like they're being pushed up onto the shore. It's a lot of them too. Look at that. That is so neat. So let's go ahead and go through the gear before we really start searching for things. First and foremost, this I bought like randomly on Amazon a few years ago. It's the Bounty Hunter Tracker. I think that's 5 or 6. No, it's a Bounty, that is 4. I bought this fairly cheap on Amazon. I'll put it in the description below. But this thing has been great for me. I found a lot of awesome things with this over the past few years. Besides having that alongside, which is waterproof, I also have this sifter so you can go in and shake it out. Some people have these on poles. You can put a pole inside. I actually suggest doing a pole because the up and down gets a little hard on your knees after a while. And so that being said, we're gonna go to an area in which people don't really go too much. And the hope is that Hurricane Aaron just came through. Granted, I will say we did not see any rain. We did see some flooding, and the wind kind of pushed the waves in a certain direction, which tells me that this area here, which is usually not this much in elevation, definitely had stuff thrown up on it. Now, what would that stuff be? It could be trash, it could be bottles. Remember that other people's treasure may not be your treasure. Some people like collecting old bottles, some people like collecting old caps. I like coins. To me, that's awesome, but I also like collecting buttons. So even like cool pins and buttons and things like that. So let's see what we find today. Now, my area is closer to Cape May than really Wildwood. And you gotta remember the history here in Cape May. It goes back really, really far. And that means you can find things from the 1700s, 1800s, 1900s along the beaches here. And we have found some really cool perfume bottles and things in the past. That being said, let's officially get started. What on earth is this? I almost don't want to touch it. It might be a buoy. Mohegan Aquaculture LLC. This thing is, oh, it is a buoy, okay. All right, nothing to be worried about. Then likely the ship that just went out dropped this. But in today's world, sometimes you find stuff and that look like this and you don't want to find stuff like that. And boy, was I worried for a second there. I was like, no, what is this? Why? Anyway, let's get back to treasure finding. So I guess technically speaking, we found our first treasure. What? Right? Like I told you guys before, what people consider treasure is very different from person to person. That being said, the tie went out maybe 2 feet, which gives us more area to kind of comb. So let's get back to it. Something to keep in mind is that the water did come all the way up through here, which we'll check all that out, but so far not really finding much of anything. A lot of trash, which of course we always pick up. You know, we're part of the crew that every time you go to the beach, you pick up 3 pieces of trash. But I'm finding more crabs, horseshoe crabs, dead horseshoe crabs, some cans, and it's really about it. Really nothing beeping as of yet. But what's cool is I keep finding where the crabs are making their home. Like this hole right in here. There's a crab inside of there, just hanging out. And it's a shame, a lot of these horseshoe crabs washed up. Flatten that down. Washed up a bit, so. See, poor guys over here. I tried to see if I could save them. Unfortunately, they are gone. But we're just gonna keep pushing through, see what we can find, if there's anything to find. So far, not really getting much of anything. Oh, wait. Oh, right here. Definitely something right here. So let's mark it and go grab our tool. So this is where it was buzzing off. So we're gonna go down and pick up and sift away. I think it's a can. Yep. Got ourselves another can. Getting a lot of these cans. This one is a beer can. So you know what? That's fine. That's trash that we'll pick up and we will throw away. I said before, that's fine that we're finding trash because that means we're taking trash away from places that it shouldn't be in. So, still treasure in a way? Yeah, I think so. We're doing good for the environment. Got something here, and I can almost tell you it's probably a fishing hook. I see a lot of line. Oh, and it is. It's a big lure. Yep. So that one there is, that one here over my shoulder, that is a fishing lure. I'm gonna go grab a knife a little bit later and cut it out. It's a lot of line, so that needs to be removed to begin with. And here you can see, you go all the way back to, yep, there she is. So I gotta take this apart and throw all of this away. We'll grab it on the way back. But let's go ahead and continue, folks. It just beeped off for this little piece of metal, which is now officially in the trash pile. But hey, more trash out of here. Nothing over on that pass. So we're going to move down a little bit. There's a little bit of a tide pool starting to form, which I guess would be like settlements in a way. Things could like drop down there. We're also watching this, which is kind of cool. Water's trying to flow out over the bay, or I guess in the creeks, out into the bay, and the bay's trying to push the water back in. So in 30 minutes or so, that erosion's gonna be nasty for us. So let's do some views. Trash over there, I wanted to see if I can get to it, but I can't. It's kind of too far, and a lure and a couple other things. But we're just treasure finding across everything that we can, just to see if we could see anything. You know, kind of a beautiful day for this. It's a little windy, which means I don't need to get burnt as much. But so far, not too much popping off. I haven't even seen any old bottles yet either. Last time we were finding bottles from like the 70s. But I can see in front of me up ahead another fishing lure. It's gonna go off in a second. You'll see it. Ready? See? So I gotta pick that up and throw that away. But just going back and forth just to see what we can see. A lot of you, a little disappointed so far. Haven't really had much of anything, just a lot of trash, a lot of plastic that washed up. But now I'm changing my tactics just a little bit. Before we're by the water, now I'm moving towards the dunes, thinking that, well, maybe stuff's been back there for a while and due to the erosion, stuff fell out. So this is what I'm referring to, like dunes like this, that were, you know, potentially knocked out because of the storm. It's possible that many years ago things were maybe dumped here, and I mean, you never know, right? Truly never know. Could be they came down this way or went down the other way. Shut that down. So I figured we'll give this a go and see if anything changes. If not, we might just call it quits. Obviously, we're always out to look for gold. Everyone and their grandparents were told that certain pirates buried their gold by Cape May. And I mean, technically speaking, you could say that about any oceanside town that has not been disturbed in quite some time and just say that that was here. But we don't know. We'll never know where Redbeard and the other ones, Captain Kidd, put his gold. That would be nice. Ow. These greenheads are starting to hurt. We'll never know where that gold really truly is. But so far, no luck over here, guys. No luck, not yet. Maybe like in ones like these that really got knocked down a bit. Let's see. No, man, we're not doing too good here. This usually is my hit spot. Must be other folks looking for treasure. See, someone's dog was back here. That's about it. Coming up to a box. Looks like a saltwater taffy box or a bait box. Here's trash we're gonna have to bring back with us. I think it's a bait box. No, it's saltwater taffy. No, is it? What is it? Let's see. That's calamari. Ha! Calamari. So we'll throw this away in a bit. But still treasure finding and finding no treasure. We are officially doing a trash pickup as we're doing this now, since I'm finding so much plastic, so many beer bottles and cans and things that should not be out here. There's like another one I'm coming up to right now. You'll hear the thing beep in a second. Oh, look at that, we found treasure. No, it's a, this is a Red Bull. It's a Red Bull can. And these are areas that are typically not really accessible unless you're here at low tide. So, it's gonna keep plugging away, see if we can find anything. So far, today's treasure is just keeping the treasure of the bay and the ocean clean. Sometimes that's just how things are. I was watching a guy treasure find in North Wildwood. Oh, found a piece of wood here. In North Wildwood, and asked him, did you find anything? He goes, just a bunch of trash, but hey, you're saving the planet from that kind of stuff, like right here, a Dollar General bag. And a flip-flop. I don't know if you can see that. First we got a piece of plastic. I'll throw that in the bag. And then someone's flip-flop. So slowly just picking up trash now. Funny thing is it's pirate themed too. Funny. Turns out we're not the only ones collecting trash. Guy over here, I guess this is the guy with the dog, since the dog prints came up to here. Collects trash, throws them in the bag, and I guess takes it away every day. So I put my stuff in there. But we can't go past this point. So we're gonna go head back the way that we came, that way. Folks, I think it's safe to say that we're not really finding anything today. It's been about an hour and a half of this. And look, I enjoy doing this. It's fun, kill some time, A. B, I need to get my 6 miles of steps in to begin with. So this definitely helped me out with a little bit here. Plus, you honestly never know what you're gonna find. One second. You honestly never know what you're gonna find when you do these things. Today, we didn't find any treasure, nothing worth money, but we did take a lot of trash off the beach. We found a buoy, which we're gonna have to return over to the fisheries. I'm assuming it's theirs, though it does seem a lot smaller than the ones they have, so who knows. Maybe I'll just give it to, there's another guy fishing over here, and he told me he has a boat, so I'll just give it to him. But at the end of the day, we're taking trash off of our bays and our beaches and recycling them, because mostly everything that comes up minusing the foam can be recycled. You got a lot of plastic bottles, you got a lot of like aluminum cans and things like that. Nothing glass today. Usually I do find some glass stuff, but nothing today. But yeah, this is pretty much where I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna continue going down until I get back to my car. But really nothing. Just gonna continue down just a little bit more until we're all the way back to the car. And I know there's people probably screaming in the comment section, dude, you're going way too fast. I can go as fast or as slow as I want. That's the beauty of doing this. You're at your own pace. Crazy is, since I've been out here, the water was all the way up to here because this is where we dug earlier. Now the water is all the way up to here. Which means I could technically search over here. This actually looks like coal. Very light like coal too. But searching over here I found trash, so I picked up more trash. Once again, I'm trying to make my way back to the car. Double checking on things on my way out, just to see if there's anything else that I may have missed. Before I go, I was treasure finding and I stumbled upon something that actually went off. And I don't know what you consider this. Is this treasure? Is this something that makes you go, wow, that's really neat? Because I found what looks to be a marker. A marker that I have no idea what it belongs to. And so we're gonna try to clean it off and share it with you. And this is what it is. I can see it says United States. I don't know what that says. That might say Engineering Department. Do not move this mark. I think that says 1941. It's really hard to read. But I think it does say 1941. This one just completely scrambled off. I don't know what that says here. And it just says Philadelphia down here. So this is a marker for something. I don't know what. I'll try to clean it up just a little bit more, but it's not really helping out. Okay, I was able to get more out of this. Okay, so it does say United States Engineering. Do not move this mark. It does say 1941, so clearly there's a military thing. This is an A in the middle, and then it says property of Engineering something, Philadelphia, PA. So maybe someone could provide us some information on what this is? Because I still have no idea what it is or what it could be. Honestly, this is probably the best way ever to end this kind of video. Because while we didn't find any treasure, we found history. And in finding history, this will now lead me down a giant rabbit hole of what this could be. Obviously, we had military bases around here in the 40s, and we did dredge work and a lot of stuff. And this marker is now going to have me going around the history books to figure out what on earth it is and what it means to Cape May County, a story that probably would have not been told if it wasn't for a super new moon low tide. Pretty neat. I also have to tell you, I've been on this beach many times. Never seen that marker before, which means that Hurricane Erin unearthed it for us to kind of take a look at and figure out together. So I guess we'll leave this for a video for now and say next time we'll find out that marker. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a thumbs up. As always, a special thank you out to my patrons on patreon.com. Honestly, it's because of them I can do fun videos like this. If you like my videos, my history videos, or just these fun videos, please do consider supporting this channel on Patreon. You know, you get your name at the end of the video and a couple other cool perks. Plus you get an idea of videos that I'm working on that I haven't put online just yet. Anyway, as always, I'll see you on the beach, which there's beach all around us. So I'll see you later. Bye.
Always a winner and always a prize. That's right, guys. Who's up? Who's next? Who's ready? We've got a winner every game. We've got a prize every single time. Always a winner and always a prize. That's right, guys. Who's up? Who's next? Who's ready to play? Who's going to be our next